Ah, your eyes finally open. Mother shall be pleased.
Hi there. I remember you.
I am Morrigan, lest you have forgotten, and we are in the wilds where I am bandaging your wounds. You are welcome, by the way. How does your memory fare? Do you remember Mother's rescue?
No. I remember being overwhelmed by Darkspawn.
Mother managed to save you and your friend, though 'twas a close call.
What?
What is important is that you both live.
How did she save us?
The man who was to respond to your signal quit the field. The Darkspawn won your battle. Those he abandoned were massacred. Your friend, he is not taking it well.
No, yeah! Wait, you mean Alistair's alive?
The suspicious dim-witted one who was with you before, yes. He is outside by the fire. Mother asked to see you when you awoke.
I do have some questions, if you don't mind.
I do not mind. Take your time.
I think I've asked enough questions.
I agree. 'Tis time you speak with Mother, then be on your way.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hit that. I genuinely didn't.
You must speak to Mother, then be gone. You have an army of Darkspawn to avoid, and 'twould be best to get an early start.
You're probably right, but I do have some questions.
I do not mind. Take your time.
Okay, well, repicking this back up from where we left off. First of all, are we safe here?
We are safe, for the moment. Mother's magic keeps the Darkspawn away. Once you leave, 'tis uncertain what will happen. The Horde has moved on, so you might avoid it.
That's... Well, first of all, I told you... I knew your mother was a witch. And the Horde's moved on to where is worrying, though. If it spread north, like Duncan said, that is bad news. Oh, why the hell would Logain... What could he possibly benefit from the end of the world? I don't know.
I wonder at that myself. But she tells me nothing. Perhaps you were the only ones she could reach. I would have rescued your king. A king would be worth a much higher ransom than you.
I'm a noble, after all. That just lets me say it.
I stand corrected.
I didn't think I'd ever laugh again, Morrigan. Thank you. How did she manage to rescue us, exactly?
She turned into a giant bird and plucked the two of you from atop the tower, one in each talon. If you do not believe that tale, then I suggest you ask Mother yourself. She may even tell you.
Fine. How about any other survivors?
Only stragglers that are long gone. You would not want to see what is happening in that valley now.
Why?
Are you sure you want me to describe it?
Knowledge is power. I wouldn't have asked if I didn't.
I had a good view of the battlefield. 'Tis a grisly scene. There are bodies everywhere, and Darkspawn swarm them, feeding, I think. They also look for survivors and drag them back down beneath the ground. I cannot say why.
I read a bit about them doing that in the Codex. These survivors could be rescued. Yeah, but we're not in a position to do so. And you won't know why Terran abandoned the king. I think I've asked enough questions.
I agree. 'Tis time you speak with Mother, then be on your way.
Oh, one last thing.
You must speak to Mother, then be gone. You have an army of Darkspawn to avoid, and 'twould be best to get an early start.
I saw this option earlier. Thank you.
You were welcome. Though Mother did most of the work, I am no healer.
I will go.
I will stay and make something to eat.
Sounds good. I don't need to sit back down to thank her, but I did want to thank her. I mean... Where'd we be? And I reckon I might know why her mother saved us as well. You know, I mean, she kept the treaty. She knows the Grey Wardens are important. Key required. Really? So I guess she just didn't want, save the Grey Wardens. Jeez, does that mean that me and Alistair are the last?
See, here is your fellow Grey Warden.
Glenolds!
You worry too much, young man.
You're alive.
Hi.
I thought you were dead for sure.
Yeah, exactly. Afraid you were going to be left alone.
Duncan's dead. The Grey Wardens. Even the king. They're all dead.
Yeah.
Oh, this doesn't seem real. If it weren't for Morrigan's mother, we'd be dead on top of that tower.
Do not talk about me as if I am not present, lad.
I didn't mean... But what do we call you? You've never told us your name?
Names are pretty, but useless. The chastened folk call me Flemeth. I suppose it will do.
Whoa.
The Flemeth?
What?
From the legends? Daveth was right. You're the Witch of the Wilds, aren't you?
And what does that mean? I know a bit of magic, and it has served you both well, has it not?
Yeah, it has. Flemeth. Alistair talked about a legend there. I don't know what Alistair's talking about. I never heard of. But I just read the codex, including the history of Hire, and my family used to be owned by a family called the Estons, I think. Until the Tairn's wife murdered him. And his wife's name was Flemeth. Maybe I'm overthinking it. Must be a different Flemeth. Oh, she is fantastically old. That's a bit of an odd coincidence. I'm not sure what I think about that. That's cool though. I'm glad I read the codex. Yeah, it has served us both well. I suppose we should thank you.
If you know what is good for you, I suppose you should.
I do like you. Yeah, is there some way we can pay you back?
All that I wish you to do is what you are meant to do. It has always been the Grey Warden's duty to unite the lands against the Blight.
Yeah.
Or did that change when I wasn't looking?
No, I thought that might be why you liked it. Why you saved us. I mean, you managed to rescue the two most junior members of the Order in Ferelden, so congratulations on that. Of course it hasn't changed.
But we were fighting the Darkspawn. The king had nearly defeated them. Why would Loghain do this?
Now that is a good question.
It is.
Men's hearts hold shadows darker than any tainted creature. Perhaps he believes the Blight is an army he can outmaneuver. Perhaps he does not see that the evil behind it is the true threat.
The Archdemon.
No, there is a point. We didn't see an Archdemon on the battlefield. It's possible that even if the king had won the battle, the Blight would still continue. So, every cloud is a silver lining. We need to find this Archdemon. And I've already explained what an Archdemon is. I covered that. Need to find this Archdemon, just the two of us, really. We should contact the rest of them.
Kaelin already summoned them. They'll come if they can, but I expect Loghain has already taken steps to stop them.
No.
We must assume they won't arrive in time.
I guess so. What could the Tairn hope to gain?
The throne? He's the Queen's father. Still, I can't see how he'll get away with murder.
You speak as if he would be the first king to gain his throne that way. Grow up, boy.
If Al-Eamon knew what he did, he would never stand for it. The Landsmeet would never stand for it. There would be civil war.
The throne, it doesn't sit right with me. Whilst Loghain may desire power, he's also a brilliant tactician, and not defeating the Darkspawn seemed extraordinarily stupid. There's no point being a king of a ruined kingdom. Al-Eamon, the Earl of Redcliffe?
I suppose. Al-Eamon wasn't at Ostagar. He still has all his men. And he was Kaelin's uncle. I know him. He's a good man, respected in the Landsmeet. Of course, we could go to Redcliffe and appeal to him for help.
Yeah, that makes sense. That does sound like an excellent idea.
Such determination. How intriguing.
I still don't know if Al-Eamon's help would be enough. He can't defeat the Darkspawn horde by himself.
What about those treaties we got? Yeah.
Of course! The treaties! Grey Wardens can demand aid from dwarves, elves, mages, and other places. They're obligated to help us during a blight.
Nice.
I may be old, but dwarves, elves, mages, this Arl Eamon, and who knows what else. This sounds like an army to me.
Not wrong.
So can we do this? Go to Redcliffe and these other places and build an army?
I don't think we have much of a choice. Yeah, isn't that what Grey Wardens do?
So you are set then, ready to be Grey Wardens.
Yes, we are. And thank you for everything.
No, thank you. You are the Grey Wardens here, not I. Now, before you go, there is yet one more thing I can offer you.
The stew is bubbling, Mother dear. Shall we have 2 guests for the eve, or none?
The Grey Wardens are leaving shortly, girl. And you will be joining them.
Such a shame. What?
You heard me, girl. The last time I looked, you had ears.
I think that's an excellent idea.
Have I no say in this?
You have been itching to get out of the wilds for years. Here is your chance. As for you, Wardens, consider this repayment for your lives.
Repayment for... We're doing you a favor by taking her away, really? Was this your idea all along?
Pardon me, but I had the impression that you two needed assistance. Whatever the form.
Not to look a gift horse in the mouth, but won't this add to our problems? Out of the wilds, she's an apostate.
If you do not wish help from us illegal mages, young man, perhaps I should have left you on that tower.
Point taken.
Mother, this is not how I wanted this. I'm not even ready.
You must be ready. Alone, these two must unite Ferelden against the Darkspawn. They need you, Morrigan. Without you, they will surely fail, and all will perish under the Blight. Even I.
Could use a mage.
I understand.
And you, Wardens. Do you understand? I give you that which I value above all in this world. I do this because you must succeed.
You don't need to tell us how important our task is.
Allow me to get my things, if you please.
Oh, maybe that's what the chest is for. Oh, hi, Glenald.
I am at your disposal, Grey Wardens. I suggest a village north of the wilds as our first destination. It is not far, and you will find much you need there. Or, if you prefer, I shall simply be your silent guide. The choice is yours.
You can't be a silent guide. Guides need to tell people things. No, I prefer you speak your mind.
You will regret saying that.
Dear, sweet mother, you are so kind to cast me out like this. How fondly I shall remember this moment.
Well, I always said, if you want something done, do it yourself. Or hear about it for a decade or two afterwards.
Do you really want to take her along because her mother says so?
She looks fairly competent. She's lived in these wilds, and these wilds aren't exactly safe. You know, she hasn't been driven out by the Darkspawn. Of course, her mother seems very powerful. She was able to rescue us from that tower. But we do need all the help we can get.
I guess you're right. The Grey Wardens have always taken allies where they could find them.
I am so pleased to have your approval.
Yeah, I have more questions for you, Morrigan.
I may have answers. Ask.
Are you really Fleming's daughter? What? That's a bit off topic. Yeah, have you ever been outside the wilds?
From time to time. I have been to the village I mentioned, watched its people, and pondered what curious beings they are. On occasion, I purchased goods from the village merchants. There I spoke with men a little. There they stared and knew me as an outsider. Mother wishes for me to expand the horizon of my experience beyond the wilds. Even she was not born here.
Yeah. You could be right. Maybe she was born in High Ever. Yeah, is that what you want?
What I want is to see mountains. I wish to witness the ocean and step into its waters. I want to experience a city rather than see it in my mind. So, yes, this is what I want. Actually, leaving is Harder than I thought, however.
Well, yes.
Perhaps Mother is right. It must simply be done quickly.
Like a band-aid. What skills do you have? You're obviously a mage.
I know a few spells, though I am nowhere near as powerful as Mother. I have also studied history and your Grey Warden treaties.
Great.
Can you cook?
Alistair.
I can cook, yes.
I can't believe he just said that. Oh, yeah. You can... Excellent. You'll at least be somebody you can substitute for Alistair.
Right, my cooking will kill us. That's all I meant.
Oh, right.
I also know at least 15 different poisons that grow right here in this marsh. Not that I would suggest 'tis at all related to cooking.
Oh, I'm gonna be laughing at that one for a good while. Okay, right. How are we gonna get past the Darkspawn? We'll fight if we need to. We'll sneak, whatever. Tell me about this village.
'Tis a small place of little consequence called Lothering. No more than a stop along your Imperial Highway where travellers purchase goods from local farms and smiths. I would go more often were it not for the town's chantry. It makes the village particularly intolerant and unpleasant for a stranger such as me.
Yeah.
A chantry? And they never in all this time thought that maybe you were a witch?
Of course they have. They even called out their Templars once. They found nothing.
Oh, really? Okay. Any reason to go to I have no more questions, really. I know where we're going. We gotta get supplies. We gotta regroup, guys. Come on.
Farewell, Mother. Do not forget the stew on the fire. I would hate to return to a burned-down hut.
Bah! 'Tis far more likely you will return to see this entire area, along with my hut, swallowed up by the blight.
All I meant was...
Yes, I know. Do try to have fun, dear.
This will be fun.